SpaceX has developed a new spacecraft called STARFALL, which is at its core a microgravity lab. SpaceX teams will be closely monitoring the first launch of the STARFALL spacecraft, which has a primary goal of demonstrating controlled flight and splashdown in the Pacific Ocean.
T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition, and liftoff. Go Falcon and go STARFALL.
Vehicle is pitching downrange.
M1D chamber pressures are nominal.
At T plus 30 seconds into flight, Falcon 9 has successfully lifted off from Space Launch Complex 40 at Cape Canaveral Space Force Station in Florida. Now we're currently throttling down the M1D engines to prepare for max Q, which is the point of maximum
Power and telemetry nominal.
And good call out there for good telemetry. We're currently throttling down the M1D engines to prepare for max Q, which is the point of maximum aerodynamic stress.
Vehicle is supersonic.
For maximum aerodynamic stress on the vehicle, and max Q is reached when the air density of the atmosphere decreases faster than the increasing speed of the rocket.
Max Q.
And there's that call out for max Q. We've also got some wonderful views of the Florida coast as Falcon 9 ascends. Now we're going to have several events coming up in quick succession, starting with MECO, followed by stage separation, and then second engine start, or SES-1. Main engine cutoff, or MECO, is when all 9 engines on the Falcon 9 first stage shut down. This is then followed by...
MVAC chill has started.
And good call out there for MVAC chill. MECO will then be followed by stage separation, where the first and second stages are pushed apart from one another. And immediately after, the second stage engine, also called the MVAC, will ignite to continue pushing toward orbit. Now, this series of events is set to start in just about 25 seconds from now. We should be hearing that call out for MECO in just a few moments from now.
Main engine cutoff.
Stage separation confirmed.
MVAC startup.
And there we heard confirmation of those 3 events that happened back to back to back, which again were main engine cutoff, followed by stage separation, and then second engine start 1. Now coming up shortly, we'll have fairing separation, which is just about 10 seconds from now. Once the vehicle reaches the vacuum of space, the protective payload fairing is no longer necessary and gets jettisoned and retrieved for future reuse.
Fairing separation confirmed.
And there's that confirmation of fairing separation. Now, as a reminder, both of those fairing halves were already flight proven, with one half flying for its 36th time today and the other for its 24th. Both of those fairings will now be making their way back to Earth for recovery. Now, next up will be the next major milestone coming up will be the entry burn on our Falcon 9 first stage, which is scheduled to occur around the T plus 6.5 minute mark. Now, the entry burn is used to slow the first stage as it heads towards our drone ship, a Shortfall of Gravitas, out in the Atlantic Ocean. Without the entry burn, we'd only be using the atmospheric drag to slow down Falcon 9, which would add extra stress to the vehicle. The entry burn is similar to pumping the brakes to slow down the vehicle as it passes back into the Earth's atmosphere. And we need to slow down to reduce re-entry forces, which then helps us recover and reuse the first stage. And then following the entry burn, the booster will initiate the landing burn, which will slow the vehicle down even further for a precise touchdown on our drone ship. Now, during the entry burn, Falcon 9 is decelerating by firing its Merlin engines in the direction it's moving. and this causes the rocket to fly through the engine's exhaust gases, which deposits a layer of soot on the vehicle surface. And this is what gives our flight-proven vehicles their characteristic look. That soot comes from the carbon-based fuel that Falcon 9 uses, and with each flight, the soot builds up a little more on the outside skin of the vehicle. Falcon 9 is equipped with 4 hypersonic grid fins, and you can see 2 of them there on your screen, which are positioned near the top of the first stage, and those are used to steer the vehicle as it returns to Earth. These are the primary aerodynamic control surfaces for the first stage during atmospheric reentry and descent, and are a critical part of Falcon 9's reusability system. From time to time, you may also see white puffs coming from Falcon 9, and those are cold nitrogen gas bursts, which help with attitude control. Now, as a reminder, the Falcon 9 booster supporting this mission is flying for its 29th time today, having previously supported NASA's Crew 6 mission, Empower-B, USSF 124, Bluebird 1, PSN N5, and 23 Starlink missions. And we're just about 30 seconds away from the entry burn on the Falcon 9 first stage, and you should see the graphics.
Stage 2 FTS has safed.
And good call out there for FTS safing of the Stage 2. You should see the graphics light up as the engines do at the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. That entry burn is set to start in just about 10 seconds from now.
Stage 1 entry burn startup.
Stage 1 FTS has safed.
And there's that call out for the entry burn startup on the Falcon 9 first stage. This burn will last about 30 seconds, slowing down the vehicle in preparation for its final burn and landing.
Stage 1 entry burn shutdown.
And there we heard conclusion of the Falcon 9 booster's entry burn. Now, as I mentioned earlier, we will be attempting to recover this booster with our drone ship, a Shortfall of Gravitas, which is currently stationed in the Atlantic Ocean.
Stage 2 terminal guidance.
We should see that landing burn on the Falcon 9 first stage startup in just under a minute from now. As a reminder, you can follow the telemetry at the bottom of your screen. As those engines ignite, you can look at the bottom right-hand side, and you can also see the speed and altitude on the left. Now, as that burn happens, you'll see a drastic decrease in the speed and altitude as the booster comes in for a soft touchdown on the drone ship.
Transonic.
Impact shutdown.
We should be hearing that call out for landing burn startup in just a few moments from now.
Stage 1 landing burn.
And there's that call out for landing burn startup on the Falcon 9 first stage. And again, this is the final burn that this booster will execute leading up to landing.
Stage 1 landing leg deploy. Stage 1 landing confirmed.
And great news there, another successful first stage landing of our Falcon 9 booster. Again, this was the 29th flight for the booster supporting today's mission.
Nominal orbit insertion.